Hello guys, West Country Explorer here. Yesterday, Boxing Day, my wife and I were just vegging out on the sofa here, just doing what most people normally do on a Boxing Day, just vegging out, recovering from all the food they've eaten the previous day, TV on in the background, scrolling through your phone and all the rest. And I was scrolling through my mobile on Facebook, and this article came up. It was a article by the Bristol Post. That's a local rag up in the Bristol area, and it just sort of, I can't remember the exact headlines, but it was just some article about unclaimed estates, sort of in the Bristol area. It's one of these things, where someone dies, they haven't got a will, and they've got probably not got no immediate family left behind, and there's sort of there's no clear specific person to sort of claim sort of the deceased person's belongings, like house and all that kind of stuff. So this article was just saying about there's this list of unclaimed estates sort of within the Bristol area. Check to see if your surname's on there. And out of idle curiosity, because I wasn't doing anything much, I thought, yeah, let's have a look through this article. Excuse me, baby guys. Very surprised to see there was one person on there with the same surname as me. Elderly gentleman that passed away back in 2006. Didn't offhand recognise the name, and sort of pretty sure I didn't have him down on my family tree now, because I have got a bit of a family tree I've sort of worked on over the years and that. But it kind of caught my attention a bit because, I mean, my dad, he grew up in one of the Bristol suburbs, Filton, and sort of as a family, I grew up sort of just north of Bristol, sort of in South Gloucestershire. So the family sort of from that area, I mean, going back a sort of few more generations, and that we are my paternal side of the family predominantly from Halavington area, and I'm still got side branches of the family that still live in Halavington. So yeah, so we've got a family connection to Bristol. So this guy, sort of seen this gentleman who passed away in 2006 and sort of and all the rest, sort of grabbed my interest. I thought, how's he connected to us? I mean, my initial thought was more along the lines of I was interested in sort of the family connection. I'm not too fussed about sort of the being able to claim the estate or anything like that. But so I quickly fired an email off to me, Dad, do you recognise this name and all the rest? And my dad was like, no, don't recognise that, sort of doesn't ring a bell. So I quickly went on to ancestry.com, the sort of genealogy website, and done a little bit of searching around and all the rest. And this gentleman that passed away sort of in 2006, he was born in 1930 out of wedlock. Sort of big age gap between his mum and her dad. And he took on his mum's maiden name. So even though he's got the same surname as me, he took his surname from the maternal side of the family. And from and on that ancestry website, sort of the family tree I looked at, there's a little bit of a family tree going back, but I can't offhand see if there's any connection to my family tree. So I'm thinking it's a bit of a distant side branch and that. But I just thought, I'm really curious to see what the family connection is. It's quite an interesting little thing. It sort of got my interest. So I thought I'm going to have a little dig around and have a look, see if I can find the connection and all the rest. If there is a connection, when I find the connection, will I try and make an attempt to put in a claim on the estate? I don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to once I found the family connection, I'll see how I feel then. But I mean, at the moment, I'm not really all that interested in trying to put in a claim for an estate and all the rest. So, and if there is a connection between me and this particular gentleman, it's the connection is probably so distant that there's probably other Greenmans out there that got a better claim on the estate than what I have. So I thought, no, I thought I'd do a little video, just sort of having just sort of a little bit of a video about what I'm doing, my investigations, and am I poking around to get along. And yeah, it might make a good video, I don't know. So, but I thought I'd do a little bit of recording as I'm going. Yeah, so let's see what happens. Alright, so I've just been doing a bit of work on the Ancestry website. Now this is my family tree, so I mean this is going back what I've got up here, like my third great grandparents, fourth great grandparents, and sort of side branches. Like I said, I don't mind having my family tree up on screen like this. So my direct ancestors on my dad's side, they come from a little village called Halavington. I'll show you that in a minute on the map. Now what I've done, in another tab, you can see at the top, on another tab I've got Ancestry open there, so I've got it open on 2 tabs. And the gentleman that passed away in Bristol, I've found his family. There's another person on Ancestry website got a little bit of his family tree, so I've just been using a bit of information from their account. It's a open public access account. I've just been putting information into this tree there. I'm not going to show you that one because that's not a direct connection to my family tree yet that I know of. I don't want to show you that. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm hopefully going to be able to connect the two, because you see these little icons here, little fig leaf kind of leaf things. So for each person that's got a leaf there, that shows that there's bits of information on the Ancestry website that's possibly related to that person. So in a minute I'm going to go onto that tab and sort of see what hints and information there are for those people, and hopefully use that bit of information to eventually connect the two sort of family trees, see if there's a connection between that and that. Now, like I was saying, my family tree, direct ancestors, come from Halavington, and with this other family tree, they come from like the Box Hill area in Wiltshire. So what I'm going to go over do is I'm going to come to here. Right, so I've got a bit of a map up. So, oh, come on, focus properly. Oh dear, I'm not sure what it's going to focus on. Can I go in a bit? Oh, let's keep it in a bit focused. So, obviously you've got Bath, Melksham, Chippenham, Malmesbury. Now there's Halavington there. So, like roughly halfway between Malmesbury and Chippenham. Like I said, Halavington, that's where my side of the family, my dad's side of the family tree come from. And if you can see, between Chippenham and Bath, you've got obviously Box Hill. So this deceased gentleman from Bristol area, his ancestors come from there, Box. My ancestors, my direct ancestors, come from there, so pretty close together. So excuse me, burbling away. I reckon there is a potential connection. Right, I'm going to twizzle you around a second, guys. Yeah, so this gentleman with the unclaimed estate, at the moment I'm feeling confident that there is some kind of a family connection, but I think at the moment I'm thinking it's probably going to be some very, very distant sort of side branch of the family, if you know what I mean. Now, like I said earlier, I'm doing this more for the enjoyment of finding that family connection. I seriously doubt that I would have any kind of claims over this. I think sort of the connection between me and this guy is so big. It's too. I reckon it'd be too big a distance, like, you know, too distant a connection. So, if I do have any kind of a rightful claim to this estate, the thing is, like I said, my family come from Hallavington. We've still got branches of the Greenman family living in Hallavington, you know, so, you know, I've still got sort of distant cousins, for want of a better way of putting it, still living in Hallavington. So if I've got a legitimate claim on this estate, so have all the Greenmans in Hallavington. So if I do get anything, I reckon it'll probably be little more than tuppence halfpenny, you know. So very little indeed, if anything. So, but it's the enjoyment of the search. It's the enjoyment of the investigation. That's all it is for me. I'm not interested in being able to claim any kind of estate or anything like that. I'm just enjoying the investigation. Yeah. So I'm going to get back to it. Back to searching. Well, guys, earlier on this evening, Amy and I, we went out to the pub for a 3-course meal and do a pub quiz. And when we got back, I thought I'll do a little bit more investigating on the whole family tree stuff. And guys, I think I've actually found a connection between my family branch of the family tree and the branch that sort of led to this sort of gentleman that passed away a little while ago in Bristol. So yeah, guys, I think I found a connection. Tomorrow, I'm going to be Amy and I were going to be visiting my parents. I'm going to sit down and have a chat with my parents and let me dad know what I found and have a chat with him and all the rest. But guys, yeah, I think there's a connection. So I've done a bit of digging. It's all good. Yeah, happy days. Well, I finished updating the family tree this morning. There's the common ancestor between me and this Gordon Greenman from Bristol. Oh, go back and film. It's a Gabriel Greenman who was born in 1615. So there's the common ancestor. And the Gordon Greenman, he's a 8th cousin 3 times removed from me. So like I said, today Amy and I are off to visit my parents. I'm going to take my laptop with me and show my dad what I've been doing, because I've been emailing him a bit, but I thought since we're meeting up, I'm going to show him the family tree that I've updated, the extra branch and all the rest. Well, back on the 28th of December, I did send an email off to the relevant government department, sort of basically asking what kind of a claim, if any, I might have on the unclaimed estate of this Gordon Greenman. And yesterday, the 12th of January, I had a reply back basically saying that I'm too distant a relative, like the connection's too distant for me to have any kind of a claim, which doesn't surprise me, and to be honest, I'm not bothered. Yeah. The only thing I don't like, and I'm talking generally about all unclaimed estates, is that if like somebody's estate goes unclaimed for a certain period of time, I think it's something like 30 years, if it goes unclaimed for that long, after that period the estate sort of automatically goes to the government. And I mean, I personally don't like the idea of unclaimed estates going to the government. I mean, okay, they've got to go somewhere, something's got to happen with it, but someone's estate, I'd rather see it go to a relative, you know, or like a family connection, something like that. So yeah, that's the only downside to this whole investigation I've been doing. The fact that it could potentially, if left unclaimed for long enough, could end up going to the government coffers. So, and I don't necessarily trust the government to sort of handle money very well, because governments can sometimes be corrupt and all the rest. Even the British government ain't exactly squeaky clean on all that. So anyway guys, that's the top and tail of that. It's been good fun looking into it. I can't complain about that. So done a bit of research and all the rest. It was an enjoyable little diversion over the Christmas period. So crossing the road here. Yeah, like I said, it was an interesting little bit of a diversion over the Christmas period. Good fun, I enjoyed it. And yes, for that particular little story, that's the end of it. I found the connection between me and this Gordon Greenman, and unsurprisingly got no claim over the estate. I'd be absolutely flipping gobsmacked if I did. So anyway guys, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Like I say, it's completely different to the kind of videos I normally put out. So yes, all good fun. What day? It's Saturday today. Not sure when I'll be next out doing a video. Possibly Monday. Yeah, I've got some plans for Monday. See how it pans out. It's all weather dependent and all the rest. Dry at the moment, but you know, that could change. Bit parky here, and a bit on the old nippy side. But anyway guys, I'm starting to ramble a bit. Look forward to seeing you in the next video, whenever it is, and in the meantime, the usual, stay safe, take care, God bless.